Hey friends, welcome to the Odyssey, my friends. I thank you so much for being here. We are talking about the upcoming video game showcases. There are a lot that you don't know about. Of course, we've heard about the Nintendo Direct happening, right? We've heard about other ones. Let's go ahead and talk about what you don't know, especially if you have a Nintendo Switch and that is still your main console, right? You have not yet purchased Nintendo Switch 2. This video is for you, and we're gonna go ahead and go over it right now. If you are new, consider subscribing. We're giving away one of those back there at 60K, and once we get there, of course, we'll give that away to one of you guys out there. And of course, every single 10,000 subscribers up after that, we'll get one of those out to you guys in the community. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so let's start with the showcases happening this week. Yes, you heard me right. There are showcases happening this very week. On Thursday, June 26th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, there is Indie Mania. Yes, Indie Mania. Of course, we are the host channel for Indie Mania with over 300 developers of 100 games. We have amazing games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. And so you do not want to miss that one. Indie Mania is hosted here on the channel and streamed around 50 other content creators, right? So just look out for your favorite content creator. If they're not streaming it yet, go ahead and let them know Indie Mania is happening, right? Especially if you have a Nintendo Switch and we haven't jumped over to Switch 2 yet, this is where you can get your amazing games until you upgrade. And of course, if you have a Switch 2, they're also compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. So you want to watch Indie Mania on June 26th, this Thursday, okay? We'll be hosting it here. We'll have a lot of giveaways out there. I mean, a lot of giveaways that you guys want to keep an eye on. So make sure to stay tuned to Indie Mania on Thursday, okay? Starts at 11:30 a.m. Subscribe and set your notifications for when we go live, because we're going to be live for a live pre-show, and then we'll go into the showcase with a lot of video games. The next one is happening the very next day, okay? And this one is called Indie Game Awards from Too Many Games, okay? Indie Game Awards from Too Many Games, introducing the first ever Too Many Games Indie Game Awards. We're thrilled to unveil a brand new addition to this year's show, the Indie Game Too Many Games Indie Game Awards, for the first time ever, and shining a spotlight on the incredible indie developers who bring innovation and creativity. So this is another game show showcase happening the very next day. Okay, there's a lot of games here too. There's just so many games here. You guys can take a look over this list here. The cool thing about this show is that we have on our show Justin Silverman, okay, who is the creative director for Retroware, all right, and he is basically he's on our show. We have an interview with him, and he basically told us about he was going to be the very next day here at this showcase as well. So we want to go ahead and also support this showcase happening the very next day for Too Many Games, okay? So that's going to be also live. It says live for the first time, so I'm guessing they're going to have a live show for the first time there, all right? Now, that is the second game show that is happening the very next day. The next one that's happening is Pokemon Presents, the one that's confirmed. So, but before the Pokemon Presents, I'm gonna say, okay, so this is on July 22nd of 2025. There is a Nintendo Direct that's rumored, right? We heard from this Direct through Beat 'em Ups, Woods, who really isn't a leaker, and he has never leaked an information or never kind of got into this realm. He says he has a source and told them about some games that are coming, including Animal Crossing, the next generation one for Nintendo Switch 2, and so this is one that we want to follow closely because I'm on it, just because I know Woods is not that kind of guy who just talks about leaks or rumors, some things like that. So he's heard something from, and with how big his channel is, I'm pretty sure he has some sources behind the scenes. And so before we get the Pokemon Presents, I'm guessing that we might get that Nintendo Direct somewhere around even the beginning of July to mid-July, before we get Pokemon Presents. So Nintendo Direct will probably be either the beginning or mid of July before the Pokemon Presents. Pokemon Presents normally closes the show for the month, right? And they go after a Nintendo Direct. So let's assume that there is a Nintendo Direct and it's right before Pokemon Presents. Let's say 2 weeks before. So it'll put it like around the first or second week of July, where we will see a whole bunch of other games. This Nintendo Direct apparently is geared towards providing the third-party games we have yet to see that we know we kind of know are coming to Nintendo Switch, right? Call of Duty, we have that 10-year deal. We have not heard nothing about Microsoft, so I'm sure they're waiting for a Nintendo Direct, and so we might hear from Microsoft games there. You know, that Hollow Knight Silksong that we've been waiting for also could be in this Nintendo Direct because we know it's coming in 2025. That's an indie game. There's also a lot of other games, right, from Square Enix and so on that could be in this Nintendo Direct, along with Nintendo's lineup for next year for Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch, okay? Because remember, Nintendo's not done with Nintendo Switch just yet. They still have games coming out well into 2026, and so they're not done with that yet. Now, after that, after the Nintendo Direct, the following showcase is the Pokemon Presents. Now, this one has been confirmed. As you're looking here on screen, it has been confirmed to be on July 22nd, 2025. Now, the official Pokemon channel here, let's go ahead and read here what they wrote. Let me go ahead and just kind of zoom in a little bit. It says here, watch the latest Pokemon Presents on July 22, 2025. Visit the official Pokemon YouTube channel to see this presentation of the latest Pokemon news and updates. Let's see here. Get ready, trainers. A new Pokemon Presents will debut on the official Pokemon YouTube channel on Tuesday, July 22nd at 6 a.m. Pacific time, right? And this is 9 a.m. Eastern time. Tune in for the latest updates and news from the world of Pokemon. Okay? And so we kind of already have a release date for Pokemon Legends Arizona. And so I'm pretty sure we're going to get a little bit more gameplay on that one. Maybe other announcements. Maybe other Pokemon games are going to shadow drop. Maybe, who knows? We might get more than one Pokemon game here for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. Pokemon Legends Arizona is for Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. And so we'll find out more once we get closer to the event, and maybe more on the event itself, of course, right? And so that is the final showcase that we know of that is happening in July. So we have 4 showcases happening like very soon. Okay, so you guys have a lot of games to look through and to find your favorite game throughout these entire showcases, whether you are on Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2, you're in Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam. Okay, so we have Indie Mania on Thursday. Write down a little calendar. Just write it down. Indie Mania on Thursday, June 26th at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time, and that is 8:30 Pacific. Okay, so make sure you put that on your calendar. The very next day, we have another indie showcase at Too Many Games. I'm thinking they're going to be streaming that on their YouTube channels, and then we have a Nintendo Direct from the first or second week of July. We will hear more about that as we get closer to the event, right? Nintendo will make the official announcement. Then we'll close the summer with Pokemon Presents on July 22nd. All right, so it's gonna be a great summer for indie games, for Nintendo Direct, for Pokemon Presents. We have like a full load show here, which is so cool, right? All right, so let me know what your thoughts are. Which are you excited for? Are there any indie games you are looking forward to seeing in Indie Mania this Thursday? Let me know down below in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Before I let you go, never give up and yeah, peace.